Hello, my name's Sophie. I'm 20 years old and I was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is essentially half a working heart.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm 21. I have the same condition as Sophie, but I have a pacemaker as well. I'm at Keele University in Stoke-on-Trent, studying learning disability nursing.
And I'm at St Mary's University in Twickenham studying primary education. We're both in our second year. So this week we've been asking friends and family for any questions they might have regarding university life with a single ventricle heart condition.
Yes, it does affect my studies. When I'm writing essays, I often break it up into lots of little chunks. However, that's hard to do when I leave it till the last minute, so I don't do that.
Yes, my heart condition does affect my studies in terms of when I have a really long lecture. For example, when I have like a 3-hour lecture, I just get tired. As Ben said earlier, breaking up an assignment into little sections, and also when I come in from a long day of lectures or placement, I'll just make sure I have a rest before I do my work.
I'll limit myself to 8 o'clock, so I have lectures 9 till 3, and then I won't work past 8 o'clock because otherwise I won't be able to function the next day.
Together, we've come up with 2 rules that we use when explaining a heart condition to friends.
Rule 1, repetition. If you repeat it so many times, they'll eventually get it.
Yeah. And rule number 2, if someone isn't taking it seriously enough, just slightly over-exaggerate it. It's okay because you're getting the same point across.
I find with friends, it's best for them to keep asking if you're all right, and that can get a bit relentless, being asked, are you okay, throughout the day. But to be honest, I find that's better than not asking at all and you having to make the effort to tell them, which is, everyone knows that's a little bit harder. Sometimes you do have to be like, slow down, but I suppose that just comes with life, really.
Yeah, I mean, I find it really helpful when, like, little things, my friends will not walk as fast if we're in town, or we'll stop for a little bit and get a drink if I'm too tired. So in the first week of university, I signed up to the local GP there, just in case, and also so it's easier to get medicine. My university is actually closer to my hostel guys in St Thomas's than my home was, so.
With me, I found it better to keep my GP at home, mainly because it was a lot of effort moving all my details over to the Keele GP, but for me I could do that because Keele's not actually too far away from my house. My main consultant's in Birmingham, so it didn't really matter where I was, it was going to be a long way. Fortunately, I've not had to be in an emergency situation, but if I was, I'd either go into the walk-in centre or I'd call my specialist team at the QE.
Yeah, I think a note on that as well, whoever you're living with, whether that be in halls or flat or whatever, make sure that at least one person knows fully about your heart condition, because there has been a time where I haven't been feeling very well. Absolutely fine, it turned out, but just having them know what could be going on was really comforting for me, actually.
To be honest, this is a bit of a difficult one because I don't know if it affects me, because I don't know what it's like not to have a heart condition. If I didn't have a heart condition, I might be more confident. I might be able to run around with no worry in the world. However, I don't know what it's like to be able to do that. So I can't say whether it's made me more confident or less confident. What it has made is that I'm much more able to speak about myself more comfortably because I've had to do it so many times. But that's all I can say it's helped me with or not helped me.
For me, I try to focus on the positives. Sometimes having a heart condition does get to me, so I might feel sad that I won't be able to go out as many times as my friends, or the simple fact that I have a scar. But then other times, I'm glad that I have a heart condition
everyone says uni life is about going out and getting smashed. However, that's not the case. You can join societies and sports groups. However, I would look out for when they are on, because you might be too tired after lectures to be able to go. So see if you can go to a society that's not on the day you have lectures.
Yeah. I joined a society last year, actually, the Drama Society. They're a great place to meet new people, make new friends, but sometimes I was a bit tired and I didn't think enough about that before. In terms of going out, I go out pretty much every week. You go out?
Pretty much every week.
Yeah, pretty much every week. Go out with people you trust, I think's probably most important.
And the only person who can judge it is yourself.
Yeah.
So you can't judge it based on what other people say you are. If you feel like you're too tired, then you're too tired. But if you feel like you can go out, then you can go out, and no one could say anything about it.
Yeah. I would be lying if I sat here and said I don't drink, because I do. But just taking it moderately, sometimes I haven't. And I felt it the next day. In terms of peer pressure, I'm really lucky. I haven't really experienced that with my friends. Yeah.
For me, I sometimes push drinking a bit far, but that means that I'm just taken out the next day. And you have to realise that if you're going out and you're prepared to take it too far, then you have to be prepared to take it out the next day as well. And in terms of peer pressure, a lot of my friends smoke and they're like, oh, do you want a fuck? But it's easy, you just say, no, I've got a heart condition, and that's it. Like, you don't have to have any explanation. It's not, oh, I don't feel like it. Actually saying you have a heart condition is the easiest way of saying no.
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, if someone keeps peer pressuring you, do you want to be friends with them anyway? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it useful, or just entertaining.
If you have any more questions that you want us to answer, either give us a message or put it in the comment section and we will do our best to reply. So.